Hey, what's up everybody? This is Crystal and I am the owner of Inherited Beauty Co. I am so excited to bring to you this blog of tips and tricks, starting with our natural hair series. Now, I am no expert in this natural hair care game, but I would love to share with you some things that I have learned along the way that I think can apply to everyone's hair care journey. I'll also be providing you with some wonderful product suggestions that you can get on inheritedbeautyco.com. And if you would like to learn some more about my company and what I stand for, please follow me at Inherited Beauty Co. on Instagram or Facebook. Let's get into it. Topic number one is hair porosity. I'm sure many of you have heard this term before and have maybe even done the hair strand test where you take a piece of your hair, you put it in a vessel of water, and you see if it floats, sinks, or kind of stays in the middle. That'll tell you what your porosity is. Girl, I hate to break it to you, but that is not going to work. I've tried it myself before. I found myself going to get all kinds of products and then realizing that it still don't work. Nothing works. I have a much more accurate way to tell what porosity your hair is. For those that aren't familiar with what hair porosity is, the porosity of your hair affects how well oils and moisture pass in and out of the outermost layer of your hair, known as the cuticle. Hair porosity is ranked on a 3-range scale: low, medium, and high. For length retention, you want your hair to maintain a balanced or medium porosity. Through different techniques, every hair texture can become balanced, which will result in consistent manageability, a defined curl pattern, and your twist outs will be perfect every time. So now you may be asking, okay, so now that I know that, what porosity am I? High, medium, or low? Keep in mind as we go over these porosity levels that none of these are absolute. So you can have low to medium porosity, or you can have high to medium porosity, which means that you'll display characteristics across multiple levels of the scale depending on what you've done to your hair. And I'll get into that later. Let's begin with low porosity hair. The cuticles of low porosity hair are close together, which means that liquids and moisture tend to have a hard time entering the shaft of the hair. It absorbs what it needs, the rest beads. So low porosity hair takes long to dry, product buildup happens much quicker, it's more prone to single strand knots, and your curls will be very tight, so you'll have tight shrinkage. If this sounds like your hair, I have a solution for you. When your hair is saturated, first blot dry your hair with a microfiber or jersey knit material before applying product. Indirect heat while conditioning is also suggested, and for length retention, dust your ends often and finger detangle to minimize breakage. Keep your hair stretched, and blow drying is highly encouraged as well. All this to say, moderate heat is not bad and is in fact ideal for low porosity hair. It will allow the cuticle to relax, allowing you to get moisture into your hair. With low porosity hair, one thing to remember is that it truly is possible to over moisturize. It absorbs what it needs, the rest beads. Moving right along to medium porosity hair, this is the sweet spot. The cuticles of medium porosity hair are less tightly bound, which means it will allow products to easily absorb into the shaft of the hair. It maintains its length with little manipulation. It stays moisturized for a couple of days, and you'll have optimal curl definition. Medium porosity hair is soft, happy hair. It allows excess moisture to escape. It hangs on to what it needs, and every texture can achieve medium porosity hair with proper treatment and conditioning. Just be kind and patient with your hair. Finally, we have high porosity hair, whose cuticles are more widely spaced apart. This might remind you of your relaxed hair days, or if you have color treated hair, you might fall into this range as well. Your hairstyles tend to sweat out easily because it absorbs moisture from the air. It also absorbs and releases moisture too quick. It's easily tangled and prone to breakage, and also has loose shrinkage. Because the cuticles are so lifted, this increases the chance for, what do we want to call it, entanglement? So here are some solutions. It's ideal to keep high porosity hair stretched. Also, get in the habit of finger detangling, as again, it is very prone to breakage. Due to its inability to keep moisture in, seal it with butters and oils. Finally, protein and apple cider vinegar treatments are going to be your best friend. All right, so now you know all the basics surrounding hair porosity and how to discover what porosity your hair is. You are good to go. Oh, one more thing. Be sure to wash and clarify your hair to reveal your hair's true porosity. You can do this by using an Aztec clay mask, which you can find on inheritedbeautyco.com, or you can use an apple cider vinegar solution. This will give you a clean slate. And I'll catch you next time. Oh, I was supposed to tell you about some products to use, right? Well, listen, I've taken enough of your time. My edges are done and it's time to go. But I will say, we are done wasting money. I need for you to use what you have learned today and apply it to your current hair routine. Use what you have. In the meantime, I'll drop some links for some products that you might want to check out. But stop by next week and we will talk about the LOC versus the LCO method. There I will tell you about what products you should use for your type of hair and what method you should use according to that. So I'm really excited to bring that information to you. Join me next week. Like I said, I'm getting hot. My edges is done. It's time to go. I'll see y'all later.